Pilots Thomas, Gordon, Percy, and Cooper were gathered at the mine, meeting Pilot Thomas II. "I've been brought from the Bluebell Railway, lads, to help Stephanie with his trains. All I'm doing there is take people and even gravel. I hope from America visited," said he. "We're glad you can pick it. We just noticed the shed was not big enough for you to fit. We had a siding, but it was no good, even when it was unexposed," said Pilot Thomas. "It's a good thing you're leaving, because people want to see just Pilot Thomas and his original self. Even you could have a number 1 and hoop stripe on your splasher," said Pilot Cooper. "That's the thing. I want to have myself in another color before I cool. I want to have my boiler given back to her saddle tank shell. It's strong and mine's overclocked," said Pilot Thomas II. The entrance looked puzzled. "Why?" he asked. "Because I want people to not get confused or make fun of my E2 design," he explained. "I remember seeing an empty saddle tank body. The driver couldn't stop talking about it, as if he wanted it to be restored." "Stupid the boiler was," said Pilot Percy. "I might make my leave after I make my last shift with doing the bathroom run." Pilot Thomas II left the mine and went to help Thomas with his passenger run. Actually, he went to the steamworks to get himself back into his original saddle tank shell. One day, Pilot Thomas was talking to the fat controller and his original self about Pilot Thomas II's strange behavior. "I've heard about him. He's called Norman. I think he might tell you. For one thing, he lied," said Thomas. The other pilots who were with them had been listening. "Take us to the steamworks. You want the real truth from Norman," said Pilot Gordon. So they went looking for the building. But when stopping at the entrance, they were met with a cautionary sign, "Danger, metal body shell taken apart." "We'll have a look," said Thomas's crew. So they did. He came back. "It's empty. You might have a look," said the driver. Cooper resisted when the doors opened up. They went inside, stopping dead at what they just saw. Inside of them was the empty E2 tank engine shell. The boiler had been removed. "Oh, can it be empty?" said Pilot Thomas, managing to choke a sentence. "I can explain," came a voice. Standing by the show was Norman. "I'm sorry I lied to you. I've been wanting to tell you what happened to me, as I remember being taken apart and put into an E2 form. This is Captain who boiler napped me," said he. "But where did the Bobby show come from? And where was yours before you were boiler napped?" asked Pilot Gordon. "When I was asleep, I felt some toes taking me off my show before being put in a truck, and we were heading to America in a ship. I woke up to come to realize I was just a boiler. The next thing I remember is being put in the E2 body show so I could run a reel in Texas. I didn't like it one bit, and my driver, who pretended to be a night watchman, wanted to get me off the land of NTSC to get me back in my saddle tank sheet. To keep my leave a secret, I visited Tilly's rail yard with the help of Tilly and Farnsworth," explained Norman. "How come the E2 shape be here on Schuylkill if it's to be hidden?" asked Pilot Thomas. "It's to be given to the police for evidence. The criminals who it would have the law on them. My crew took my boiler off it and put it back in my shell the day before I was boiler napped in this steamworks," Norman explained further. "Now you've got your shell back, what are we to do with this one?" asked Pilot Percy. "Give it to Bachmann. He knows things shouldn't be on the meter." So they did. After that, they went back to work, expecting the rules that would talk like mad on the unknown case of Pilot Thomas II. Pilot Thomas II was never heard again.